Last week's episode of The Handmaid's Tale revealed that Jezebel's was going to be closed when Nick revealed Mayday's scheme to protect himself, but we were not informed that the women who were made to work there would also be killed. The resistance intended to blow the brothel itself after killing a number of commanders while they were preoccupied. After that, the military would arrive and close any gaps. In the opening scene of episode 7, however, armed men barged into the women's dressing room, rounded them up, and shot them all dead without hesitation. Except for Janine, who was exempt. She pleaded, "Don't do this, you don't have to," just before they started shooting. Her remarks seemed to have struck a chord with them for a moment. "Wait," one of the guards interjected. "Not her." The other ladies were then swiftly and regularly killed like cattle when she was pulled away from her comrades, their cries echoing through the air. It was an extremely brutal sequence that will probably infuriate the show's critics, who have often criticized The Handmaid's Tale for being overly graphic. Was that scene truly necessary for us to see? Or would it have been enough to hear gunfire echoing from behind a closed door? Later, in a chat between a new aunt played by Darcy Carden and Aunt Lydia, who believed she was dead, it was disclosed that Commander Bell had taken her as his handmaid, and Lydia was ecstatic after her initial bewilderment. The woman exclaimed, "Oh, thank God! Oh, I'm very grateful. I'm grateful. Glory be grateful." However, Bell, who we first met in episode 4, is a particularly repulsive figure and is by no means a safe refuge. Every time he entered Jezebel's, he claimed Janine as his own, treating her like his own personal sex slave most of the time. However, the brothel gave her a few chances to elude him, such when Bell had to take care of business elsewhere or Commander Lawrence made an infrequent appearance. That isn't the case now. Despite her initial excitement about Janie's most recent posting, Aunt Lydia seems to have realized that Janine is now his property, at least in Gilead's eyes, and that she will remain at his mercy until June can break down the cage and release her. Lydia saw her standing at a window with her palm against the glass after asking to meet with her, but Bell turned her down on the ominous grounds that she was not ready for public viewing at the moment. The light that had momentarily returned when June told Janine about Mayday's most recent coup, and when Lawrence showed her the drawing her daughter had done, was now permanently extinguished, and her face was battered and swollen. Then, as Lydia looked in horror at what had happened to her favorite daughter, she was pulled away by a woman who seemed to be Bell's wife. But there will be a revolution. This time, it feels different because everyone is focused on Serena's impending nuptials to Commander Wharton.